My dear students, good morning. This is Deepak Kumar, and today I shall be discussing with you some of the important question and answers from the chapter The Ball Poem. That is a beautiful poem that is written by John Berryman. Okay, my dear students, I have already posted one video content related to this poem. I request and I hope you must have gone through that video. Now, before I start discussion of its question and answers, let me tell you about important literary devices used by the poet. Before that, see what the Ball poem talks. It talks about how to stand up against the miseries and sorrows of life, the lesson of accepting the harsh realities of life, that one day we'll lose our loved ones and our loved things. This is the central idea of the poem, right? And the poem has no rhyming scheme. It is written in free verse. Okay. Now, if you talk about the literary devices used by the poet here in the very first and second line, anaphora is used, and you know anaphora. It is the use of repeated words in two or more lines. What is the boy? What is? So anaphora is used. anaphora, anaphora. Okay. In the very first line, assonance is used because you can easily find out the repetition of O sound. Boy now who has lost his ball. So assonance is used in the very first line. Then in the third line, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. Imagery is used here. Okay. Dear students, here ascendaton is used. Okay. Ascendaton. A dime, another ball is worthless. Here, let me tell you what is the meaning of ascendaton. asyndeton. Ascendaton. Ascendaton is a writing style where conjunctions are omitted in a series of words, phrases, or clauses. It is used to shorten a sentence. And so the poet John Berryman has used here ascendaton to shorten the sentence. A dime, another ball is worthless. Okay, dear students. Now here alliteration is used in this line. Balls will be lost always. Repetition of b sound, consonant sound, so alliteration. Next, in the very next line, assonance is used because you can easily find out the repetition of O sound, that is a vowel sound. No one buys a ball back. Here, repetition of O sound, no one, right? And again, alliteration is used here, buys a ball back, repetition of ba sound. Okay, dear? Fine. So there are lots of more literary devices used by the poet here. I request all of you to go through that and find out more literary devices. Okay. Now let me give you one or two more examples of ascendaton used in famous books like Julius Caesar. I came, I saw, I conquered. Example of ascendaton. I came, I saw, I conquered. Julius Caesar. And in the noble Heart of Darkness, that is written by Joseph Conrad, there is a line: an empty stream, a great silence, an impenetrable forest. The air was thick, warm, heavy, sluggish. Okay, you see here again conjunctions are omitted in a series of words, phrases, or clauses. Here conjunctions are omitted in a series of words. An empty stream, a great silence, an impenetrable forest. The air was thick, warm, heavy, sluggish. Heart of Darkness. Okay, my dear students. Now, please listen it carefully. Be ready. I am going to discuss question and answers of this chapter, the Ball poem. And it is important because this chapter is also coming, this poem is also coming in the recapitulation test, and it will also come in your half-yearly examination or term and examination, right? So, short answer questions. Why does the poet say, I would not intrude on him? Why doesn't he offer him money to buy another ball? Answer. The poet says, I would not intrude on him because he does not want to intervene in the natural process of learning. He wants the boy to learn the meaning of loss on his own. Besides, he doesn't offer him money to buy another ball because that would be worthless. He wants the boy to learn the lesson of responsibility. Okay, dear, question number 2. Money is external. What does the poet mean by this expression? This question was asked in the year 2014 CBSE. Answer. The poet makes the boy understand his responsibility as the loss is immaterial. Money is external as it cannot buy memories, nor can it replace the things that we love, the things that really matter. Question number 3. Staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Do you think the boy has had the ball for a long time? Is it linked to the memories of days when he played with it? Answer: yes, the boy has had the ball for a long time. When it bounced into the water, all his memories of the days of childhood flashed in front of him. This led to a realization that those moments would not come back, just like the ball. He can buy new balls and can similarly create new moments, but those that are gone would never return. Question number 4. How does the boy feel at the loss of his ball? Answer: the boy is too much troubled at the loss of his ball. He feels grief at the loss of his much loved possession. Like a statue, he keeps staring at the ball with his desperate eyes. Question number 5. Do you think the boy has lost anything earlier? Pick out the words that suggest the answer. No. It seems that the boy had not lost anything earlier. The words that suggest so are: he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. Question number 6. What does "in the world of possessions" mean? Answer: in the world of possessions means that the world is full of materialistic things. Here, everything and every action is made to acquire and possess something, whether the possession is land, property, money, or any other thing. The poet suggests that losing a ball, which is a very small thing, would make the boy understand what it is like to lose something that one possessed. Question number 7. Why did the poet not offer the boy money to buy another ball? Answer: the poet watched the boy who had plunged into grief at the loss of his ball. He did not offer the boy money to buy another ball. He thought that another ball could not console the boy. It seemed that the boy had the ball for a long time. The poet also wanted the boy to realize the epistemology of loss. And in order to teach her the epistemology of loss, the poet didn't interfere. Question number 8. What does the poet say the boy is learning from the loss of the ball? Try to explain this in your own words. Answer: the poet says that the boy is learning to cope up with the loss of the ball. He is experiencing grief and learning to grow up in this world of possessions. He learns that there are so many things in life that are lost and cannot be brought back. He is sensing his first responsibility as he has lost the ball. The boy will learn how to stand up and leave the losses behind as he would have understood the true meaning and nature of loss. Question number 9. What does John Berryman want to convey through this poem? Answer: poet John Berryman wants to convey the importance of loss and responsibility in life. We all should learn our responsibility and how to cope up with the loss. Question number 10. Write the sum and substance of the poem, The Ball Poem. In The Ball Poem, Berryman tells us about how our childhood can quickly fly by, as quickly as a ball is lost, and how we sometimes unsuspectingly must grow up and face hardships like loss. Question number 11. He senses first responsibility. What responsibility is referred to here? The Ball Poem. Answer: the transformation of the little boy is being referred to here, where he realizes that the ball was also his responsibility. As he is growing up, he is getting the sense of realizing that whatever he possesses is his responsibility. One question from long answer type questions of 8 marks. Question number 1. Why is it important for everyone to experience loss and to stand up after it? Answer: it is important for everyone to experience loss and to stand up after it in order to be strong and to get on with life. One needs to stay strong no matter how much it hurts inside. Staying strong is the only way to survive. Moreover, One needs to learn to accept and let go and not cling to something that they can never have. One should understand that the past is gone forever and it will never come back. Experiencing loss sometimes helps us to grow up and face hardships like loss. This helps us in breaking all the boundaries into freedom. This concludes today's lecture. My dear students, I request all of you to listen to the audio content carefully, and after listening, if you have any doubts, please convey the same to me as fast as possible. Thank you, dear students.